Still trying to figure out why why I've got a delay on the feed when I don't have a delay in either my encoding software or on YouTube. But I do. Been a delay. Looks like about 4 or 5 seconds. Uh, well, I'm not going to worry about it, I guess. I can watch the feed directly through the encoding software and make sure there aren't any technical problems. But I guess we shall get underway and see what might be left in this box of Jeffersons here. Didn't find any war nickels last night in the first half of the box. Well, we'll see what we can find today. Nice sunny day today. Nice and cool too for some reason. It's almost August and we're still getting fall weather at night. Got to be at least one war nickel in this box because I don't. Well, I did have one recently that didn't have any, and a few boxes ago I found only one. And the last box I had 7, so it's hit and miss all the time with war nickels. Well, I'll tell you, you sure get a share of 64s, don't you? I don't know why it wasn't 64. They minted so many nickels. What was the point of minting over 1 billion nickels? Boy, I'll tell you, I'm just it's more elusive than every box. I mean, really can't be since it's usually 0. But I just don't find any 2009s. They just don't exist. They must have really been hoarded. This box has been kind of dry too. I think I've only pulled out. Let's see. It looks like about maybe 20 nickels, 25 nickels. Here's a 52 sitting up here. 52 Philadelphia. Well, I really am not very happy with this C920 camera. It seems to really have a problem with the stepping focus. I think the C, or 920C, sorry. I think the 615 was actually better at focusing. It didn't have the 20-step, is it 20-step, I think, that the 920 has, but when it did focus, it focused well. This thing just seems to have a problem, unless I got a faulty camera. I suppose that's a possibility. It just doesn't seem to want to grab in there and go from a distance to close up very good. Just has a problem with it. Gonna probably here in the. I gotta move this box. It's so far behind me. Probably here in the near future, gonna have a few giveaways on here. Either something that I found or just something from my general collection. I bid on a few coins today on eBay. I won an 1891. Got it for a good price. It looks to be minimally very fine, but it might even be extra fine. A 1891 Canadian penny. I found that 1900 Canadian penny in the Coinstar, and ever since I've become interested in them again. Used to collect a lot of Canadian back in the 60s, and with Canada being so close to us, it was easy to get some pretty decent coins, because we used to travel to Canada quite often. Just a friend of mine would go up there just for fun. Sometimes take our girlfriends, and there's a 57. Oh boy. Just doesn't seem to be a whole lot in this box. Maybe somehow they're recycling my searches, and they're somehow getting back to me, but they are all Loomis rolls. And next week, this coming week, I should say, Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to go in and get a bunch of halves. The bank is, I thought it was a 39, 59. The bank is going to order some halves. They never have any, and they don't ever get any in. And to get them, you've got to order at least $500 worth, which isn't a problem, but I don't really want to do that right now. Being retired, it's not really that big of a problem. You take out $500 to buy the coins, you just turn them back in the next day anyhow. And I really do like my bank, Community Bank NA. Greatest bunch of people, and always helpful with anything. It's really kind of them that I just bring in my certs nickels in a bag, or dimes, whatever it might be that I'm going through. Bring them in a bag, throw them on the counter, and leave. I don't even generally wait for a receipt. They take care of the transaction, and I see the results online. The other day, they're so used to me. I used to always replace what nickels I've taken out, whatever denomination I've taken out of a bag, and turned in there's the 39. I'm going to leave it right there. There's I don't even want to look at the back. Focus, will you? Okay, good. Finally, there's a 39. I'll wait. Sit here and wait a minute. Maybe a D will jump on the back of it, or an S, because I'll guarantee it's probably Philadelphia. They generally, I used to replace anything I removed from a box, so it was the same amount, $50 box of pennies, or $100 box of nickels. I'd replace whatever I took out. And yesterday when I went in, I noticed my account was credited for the full amount, and I hadn't replaced what I took out of the box. So of course the fact that I was reimbursed the entire amount made the teller short, and I had mentioned it to her when I went in. I said there was a mistake in my crediting, and it's good to do that. We don't want to be. I'm going to leave that 39 there. I'm not going to turn it over yet. We don't want to have a mistake against us, with a bank, and we always, and I've never have. I've never had a mistake. There's a 46 Philadelphia. I've never had a mistake against my account that, with a little research, I realized it's 60. That's as far back as I go, or as new as I get, is a 1960. I don't want nothing after that. I will watch the 2005s. Anyhow, boy, I'm jumping around. There's a 54. How many of you guys, 54D, how many of you guys find, there's a 47. Look at that. Now, one roll is producing 47D. older coin. It's just weird how that works. You know, when you go through 10 rolls, and you might find one from the 40s, and that's it. And then you open a roll, and then there's 3 or 4 from the 40s and 50s. And it's just odd how they. I'd like to see how the coins are brought into the bank. I have at my bank. I watch them when merchants bring in their coins, and they throw them in the hopper, and the counter and the roller takes care of everything. But like that, a few boxes ago when I found the 4 1970D and 1969D BU nickels, beautiful, beautiful nickels are still sitting out here somewhere. I haven't even put them in holders or in a tube, but it's just odd that you'd find something like that, and I assume maybe it was just part of somebody's collection. You know, they took to the bank and cashed them in. But a lot of weird stuff that happens in the coin world. I don't find many errors. I don't really search that hard for errors. It's not. There's so many of them anymore. It's not. Doesn't seem to be time worthy to really scrutinize every coin. And some of these doggone errors, you need a damn microscope to really see them. And they've got some pretty good USB microscopes, pretty inexpensive. You know, you get a really decent one for about $60. They've got some for $30 and $35, but they really aren't that good. The quality of the magnification is good, but they're just. I want to turn that 39 over, but I'm going to leave it there. I'll do these next 3 rolls, and then I'll flip it. And I know it's going to be a Philadelphia. There's a 58. Is that a 58 Philadelphia? You don't find too many. Yeah, it is a 58 Philadelphia. You don't find too many, even though we are closest to Philadelphia than we are Denver, but we find more Denvers than Philadelphia's. And then again, of course, the mintage is a lot lower. Stack Attack is one of my favorites on YouTube. He seems to get some pretty good. Look at this. Look at it. Why is every coin upside down? All but one in a grab there of 10 coins. It seems like I got that down to a science. Stack Attack really is good. I like his videos. I like his searching for the halves is insane. He goes through a lot. One of them 2005s with the broken die. I don't know. I looked at 2 more on eBay, and I don't see it. You know, the major break in the die when the leg is actually separated from the body. You can see that pretty well, but I saw a couple on there in the last couple of days. It's just it doesn't. It's not. You know, it's not like the 3-legged buffalo on the 37. I'm not really interested in the errors that much, unless it's a major error that really brings some value to the coin. But I think a lot of people are overpricing some of these errors. I've seen 2 or 3, 4 different errors in the same coin, and they vary greatly. Excuse me. The same, approximately the same. 49 Philadelphia. Condition of the coin, same error, and yet one will be I'll have it listed, start the bidding at, say, what the hell happened to this buffalo? Somebody took a bite out of his stomach. Huh. Some will have them listed starting at $5 or $6, and then the next one is at 12 or 13, and then you see them for 50 and 60, and you wonder, what are these things really worth? And because of that, it all changes so much with grading, and those that really grade the coins properly. Errors are errors. I like the off-center coins, especially when they're 30, 40% off. That's interesting to see that they even got through the mint, but things do get out. Got just a couple more rolls to go through here, and we'll be done with this. I think there's one, yeah, there's one more in the box, and then I'll flip this 39 over right now when this roll is gone. Hopefully there'll be a D on there, huh? Well, it also looks like this box is not going to produce one 2009. There's a piece of tape on that one. Somebody must have had it taped up as a lucky coin or something. Taped it to the inside of a greeting card or some nonsense. That went through a vat of acid or something. All right, let's take a look at this 39. Philadelphia. Yeah, 1939 Philadelphia. No mint mark over there. Just one more for the tube, and one more roll for the box. And let's, boy, I tell you, no war nickels, no semi keys in this one at all. And no 2009s. 2010, 2008. Get something in between there. Another Canadian 2015. That's probably the newest one I've seen in the last few boxes. Usually they're around 2000 and in the early 2000s. Nothing exciting in this box. Nothing really worth much of anything. 62. Well, look at that. I dropped the coin on the desk. Okay, this is the end of this one. And it's the weekend, so I'm going to have to go down to the bank and at Walmart. Wood Bank. What is that bank in there? See if they've got any rolled coins they want to get rid of. Maybe I can go through some more. Another 2005. Well, that's it for this box. Didn't find a whole lot. Did find 238s, a 39. No war nickels, no 2009s, and about 18 or so, 23, about 26 between in the 40s and 50s. So that's it. And hope you have a good time with your coin roll hunting, and we'll see you on the next video.